Hey everybody, welcome to the very first ever, not thought out, kind of off the cuff, more of a rant than anything else, but Epic Homeschool Dad. Uh, I really didn't plan on doing this when I woke up this morning, but something just kind of pressed against me, made me want to do it, so here we go. Me and the missus went off to a homeschool conference this weekend, and it was called Teach Them Diligently, and it was an amazing thing. It really kind of just struck a chord with me. It made me realize that I'm a lot of things, but that is the most important. Okay, on this planet, more important than my job, more important than anything else. And then also I'm something kind of unique. I'm a homeschool dad, and even if you want to twist off in another direction, I'm an epic homeschool dad. Okay, now it just so happens that I'm also an epic teacher. So that does play into it. That's what allows me to homeschool my kids. But that's also my job. And as part of my job, me and my wife me and my wife are both epic teachers. Okay. We have 3 kids. We have a junior and a girl, and then we have a boy that's he's a 4th grader, and we have a girl that's in 2nd grade. Okay. And all of them are in epic. And we didn't really start off that way. When we came to Epic, we kind of thought that we would be, it'd be our job, and the kids would stay in brick and mortar, and we came from brick and mortar, and that was what we knew, and we were comfortable with. But kind of early on, we've been with Epic for 3 years. Early on, Paul expressed the desire to come into Epic. He's getting bullied at school, and he came to Epic, and he traveled to a lot of libraries. Daisy came in. I don't know. We just kind of brought her in. She came in kind of fighting a little bit, but we made it happen, and it's really worked well. Natalie was the last one that came in, her junior. All our kids we brought in for different reasons. We brought in for, and you're the same way. I mean, if you're watching this video, odds are you're an epic dad. Okay, your kid's an epic, and there's some reason to brought you in. Paul, a lot of it was bullying. Our oldest, Nat, was peer pressure. And it was pushing in a direction that we weren't comfortable with. Things were acceptable in the brick and mortar that we weren't, it was kind of scary. And like I said, we all have our reasons for bringing our kids to Epic. You're here, so I don't need to preach to you. You're already part of the package, if you want to call it that. Back to kind of the homeschool conference in this week. Because I said, it was an amazing thing. Now, this is in Arkansas. It's called Teach Them Diligently. I encourage you to look into it. It's an amazing thing, but great resources. Okay, great resources. But there's a lot of dads there, and they had a lot of sessions. I mean, like over 60 plus sessions, and quite a few of the sessions were kind of men only. And I went in there, and now it is faith based, and that was a big part of it. But there's something kind of big. It had something that I never really thought about. What is my job as an epic dad? I'll admit, as far as being a homeschool dad, I'm not on it. I wake up in the morning, I get on the road, I come back in the afternoon or evening. Most days, I'm on the road at least 4, usually, honestly, 5 days a week. That's just part of it. We meet in libraries, and me and my wife are both epic. She stays at home with the kids. There's times that we both have to be on the road, and we leave our oldest, Natalie. She helps the younger 2. We kind of make it work. But at the conference, I was kind of really aware that I'm not really doing my job. And it also really made me look at homeschool differently. Homeschool is something that is incredible. We don't have to take brick and mortar and put it into homeschool. Okay, you've got homeschool when it works, knocks it out of the park. Okay, if you're worried about test scores, if you're worried about all this, if you're worried about socialization, man, homeschool kids do very well. They do unbelievable. When it comes to state testing. Man, they get it. I talked to a guy in Steve Lambert, amazing guy, 500 curricula, and I'll go through and I'll look at some of the curricula with it, because there's some curricula that us as dads can help embrace too. Like I said, I think a lot of you are probably like me. You're on the road, you're working, your wife's the one that's doing the homeschool. Homeschool's got to be, at its core, it's got to be family, and it's got to be that, it's got to be home. You don't have to replicate the brick and mortar, and I've been guilty of that. I've been an epic teacher, but we've been trying to from 7:30 to we're going to do this with Epic, and no, it's home. Hey, it's not inside of a box. Okay. And that's what I've learned. I've taken some policies. A couple changes I've made is I like to work out. I do martial arts. And in a way, that's something that's really important to me. It's something that I value. Something I've gotten my kids involved in. I also coach basketball with one of the homeschool leagues, and I encourage you to get involved in all that stuff. And all that stuff is good. But what it made me start thinking of is it made me start thinking of time with my kid. Okay? Actual time with my kid. 95% of the things we say to our kid happens before 18. Okay? After that, it's just once they leave the house, they're out. And that's our job. Our job is to push it out of the house. Let them succeed. Okay? And I think what we got to realize is that its core, we think that we can go and we can tell our kids these things, but they don't really listen to us. They watch us and they see us. And what's important to us, they replicate. In a lot of ways, they kind of become us, especially as dads. Okay? If we find things important, they're going to find things important. Okay? Working out, and you might not work out. Okay, but working out is so much bigger than that. What I've started doing since we got back, and it's been unbelievable, and we're still fresh off the boat, so talk to me in 3 months and see if it's still going on, and hopefully it will. But just taking them in the morning. Okay, I go running in the morning. What I've done is I got them up. I go, wake up 30 minutes earlier. Okay, I come back. I wake my kids up. We go out and go for a mile. And there's Dunnigan is not one of the people that spoke, and these guys on marathons and stuff. His whole family, but he says in their family, if you don't run, you don't eat. And I've been kind of jokingly saying about that, but I'm telling you what, I wouldn't change it for the world. We're not running. Okay, we're kind of walking. Paul, he goes off and runs. He runs 5Ks. He's 10, but it walked. I hold my daughter's hand and we talk about things. And what's crazy is that we're talking about, the science. Yesterday, we brought up, why is the sky red? Okay. And we come back and Alexa, our little Echo Dot thing, why is the sky red? And it told us, squirrels. Okay. What are they doing? And we looked at things and what it turned into is not just a walk and not just physical fitness, it turned into exercise. And then when I came home and then I went off, okay, and I did my job. But I woke up 30 minutes early. I woke my kids up earlier. And what we had is my wife said it was a great day. My kids didn't fight as much. Why? Because they were a little bit, they went out and they got some fresh air and they walked a mile. Okay. And I spent time with my kids. I know Lambert, I told you a little bit about that, but 95% of the things that we say to our kids happens before we're 19 and then it's gone. My kid's already 9. He's halfway done. Okay. I don't get this chance. When I wake up in the morning, I go work out. I come in and maybe I spend 2 minutes. The average dad spends 3 minutes talking with his kid a day. Okay. 3 minutes. That's it. That is it. 3 minutes. And I'm guilty of that because I started thinking about when do I actually talk to my time? I sit down and I talk with them in the morning, but we're eating. Usually I'm running around. I'm getting stuff packed. I'm getting ready to go on the road. I brush them on the head. I kiss them. I'm off. Okay. I come back home. I spend maybe 30 minutes with them. Sitting, but am I really sitting? I'm on my phone. No, I'm not. Okay. I'm not really talking to them. I'm not engaging with them. Then I go off to martial arts a lot of times and it's 3-4 nights a week and God, it's a lot of time. But, or we go up to soccer practice, we go up to basketball practice, we do all these things and I think, hey, I'm a great dad because I'm helping coach my kids' basketball team, but I'm really talking with them. Mm-mm. Okay. The one thing that they really stress is homeschool's home. And you don't have to do it in a box, okay? If you want to step up as a dad and say, I'm going to be responsible for the physical fitness, and I think that's a key part too, because we just dropped the ball. And when we put our kids in Epic, we stopped doing PE. And that's going to change because that's got to be, that gears the mind. It gets them going. It gets the blood flowing. Get out and walk. See what the greatest thoughts in the world are when you're out there walking, and bring your kid out there with you, okay? If you can't do it in the morning, do it in the evening. Do something physical. And you step up as a dad and you say, I'm going to be in charge of that. I'm in charge of history. Okay. History. I'm sorry. And I don't know if my Epic people will like this, but, we do have courses. Okay. And with history and take charge, get a book. Okay. Is it really important that your kid is on a Lexile score this when they're in 3rd grade? Okay. Is that state test really important? And it is, don't get me wrong, but it's not near as important as, reading at 8 is not near as important as reading at 35. Your job is to get them to read at 30. Your job is to let them see passion in reading, let them see you read. They don't listen to you. They really don't. I didn't listen to my dad. They watch you. And if you're excited about reading, they will. You want to step up as an Epic dad? Grab a book. Say, okay, you know what? now's the time for history. And we're going to go and we're going to pick these books maybe you can't afford it, but go to the library, get a book. And we're going to read a chapter. I'm going to read it with you. Okay. And we're going to talk about the chapter. Man, our America is the greatest country in the world. I'm a veteran also. Okay. But America is the greatest country in the world. And we have, George Washington, Abraham Lincoln. We have these powerful guys and we can read about them and we can talk about things. We took our oldest out because of the kind of moral thing in school. And how important would it be to sit there and have a talk with your son about what made George Washington a great guy? Hard work. What made him? He never gave up. All these different things. Abraham Lincoln, when everyone said stop, he continued forward and he changed the world. And even look at when you read the first chapters. Okay, break that down. He lived in a cabin. Look, he lived in a cabin. Okay, I don't live in a cabin. He did. Okay, he fought through that. He wrote with a piece of he wrote on the back of a shell, I guess. I don't know. But it was hard work. And talk about those things. Bring things, virtues that you think are important. Okay? Look at books. And you take up and you step up on the history. Okay? And read with your kid and make that your history lesson. Okay? Let them have fun. Let them engage. Jocko Willink, SEAL. Okay? The first, I don't know, but amazing guy. A real warrior. He has something called Warrior Kids, and that's a podcast, and it's dumbfounding. Okay, he has these books, and I really think as I go through this, I make websites. That's what I did, kind of before I came to Epic, and I still do that with my kids. I think I'm going to make a Epic Dad home site or website, so you can kind of go and maybe we can, open up some discussions and forums on there. But man, he has this deal where it's called Ask Uncle Jocko. Warrior Kids, and kids just asking questions, and you'd be surprised. There's questions about nutrition, working out, what to do with bullies. How many times have I talked to my kid about bullies, working out? How many times listen to that podcast together? Okay, that's just an amazing asset, and they'll listen to him. They'll listen to him. For some reason, they'll listen to him. Get those books. Read those books to him. Okay, like I said, I don't know where this whole thing's going. This might be the only one. Okay, but I think that we've got to realize that homeschool is at its home, and dads are part of that. Okay, our kids are at home now, and if moms are working, even if we're just because of our jobs, we're not able to stay. We're working 8 to 5. Some of us even more than that. But we got a responsibility. Okay, it goes way beyond just coaching them in soccer, coaching them in basketball, doing that's time. But are you really focused one-on-one with your kid? Okay, that's a good question. Okay. My challenge for you this week is just to basically carve out some time. Wake up in the morning, go for a walk with your kid. Okay. Do something physical with your kid. Do some challenges. Okay. You do 10 push-ups, I'll do 10. Okay. You do this, you do that. Ask your kid, we're going to do something. It doesn't have to be strong. Okay. You know what? But maybe your kid's older. Okay. Maybe you haven't established that habit of working with your kids. So maybe it could be go to the gym together, work out, sweat. Okay. Make that part of the curriculum. And what I think is you'll see that difference throughout the day. They're more focused. Okay. I think your wife will like it. Okay. I think when she's dealing with the kids, if anything, okay, the terror of any Epic, and I'm learning this, the terror of any Epic or homeschool mom is just, where are the math books? Okay, they disappear all the time. I hear my wife yelling at my kids. Where are the that's when I leave the house. A lot of times she's like, "Where'd you put your math book, Paul?" And we don't know, but it'll give her time to locate that math book, and she'll appreciate it. She'll appreciate it in more ways than you'll ever imagine. There's that we haven't even touched on the Epic dads that aren't even, that maybe you're not in a single household. What can you do? Okay, what can you do, dude? We got phones. Okay, we can read over the phone. I'm telling you, where there's a will, there's a way. And if you put your kid first, there's no telling. We've got an unbelievable opportunity here. Okay. And Epic provides that. Awesome. Okay. Awesome. And, as an insider on that, I can help you with that. We can talk about resources. We can talk about curriculum. We can talk about all different things. We can talk about, that's what I think is maybe the power behind the book, that putting this up on a website. There's things we can do, but, just open up the forum and open up to discussion. I think is incredibly important. Maybe we'll put up a Facebook. This is like, we're 30 minutes into this of me even thinking about this. It's a possibility, but there's, we got a job and we got an unbelievable opportunity. Our kids are at home. Okay. We're their teachers. The socialization thing that they frighten us with, forget that. Okay. Dude, would you rather socialize with that 9-year-old punk at school or socialize with you? Okay. Would you rather pour into your kid, and like I said, take charge. The the virtues of Abraham Lincoln. What did that dude stand for? What made him successful? Okay. And then go even further. I mean, if your kid likes, we watch Rocky. Okay. I love Rocky. And my family's different. I said martial arts. I got a cousin that's a Golden Glove, and Paul's been in the gym. He's boxed, and man, just watch Rocky. What made Rocky good? He got up, he fought, all that stuff. Okay, it's all important. We'll kind of leave you alone. My wife snuck in on me. Hopefully, we'll make this something positive and something repeatable. Anyway, Big Mr. Dad, peace out. We'll see you. Bye.